Hey, what's happening? Good one, SirJames coming at you guys with another video. In today's video, I'm here to touch upon two different topics. The first one is to kind of give you guys my quick thoughts about the Destiny 2 Expansion 1, which is now available on all systems. And of course, to touch upon what my plans are for the PlayStation Experience 2017, which I will be attending tomorrow afternoon. So before we get to the PlayStation port, let's go ahead and talk about Destiny 2, because I've been seeing this comment not only on my channel, but of course like on social media like Facebook and Twitter, and people have been kind of curious, how is the expansion? I want to be quite honest, Expansion 1 for Destiny 2 was it's a little bit of a letdown, to be honest. And again, keep in mind, I love Destiny 1 up until the end game. I mean, the beginning portions were a bit weak, but once you reach the in-game content, Destiny 1 was a fantastic game. Destiny 2 so far has been kind of one of the disappointing games for me for 2017, and Expansion 1, I was expecting a little bit more. And again, keep in mind that we don't have everything yet, because the raid drops, I believe, this weekend when PlayStation Experience goes on, so hopefully that is some redemption. But the storyline with this Osiris character, he was pretty forgettable. I mean, there's a cool badass moment in the beginning for the cinematics with him appearing and basically time slowing down. It was pretty cool, but other than that, he disappears. You kind of get a little bit of information about him, and there he is again, and then he kind of disappears again, and that's really about it. I would say as far as the story content goes for that DLC, there's a couple moments visually looked really good, and I do appreciate some nice visuals. But like I said, just the story in general was meh. And of course, like I said, the raid comes out this weekend, which I won't be able to do because, again, I'll be at the PlayStation Experience. But hopefully the raid, I mean, the only thing that this thing could probably hold is a proper raid with, of course, proper loot mechanics to make the raids even worth it. And I would say probably the other cool thing is, of course, the armor sets, the updated armor sets, because Dead Orbit for the Hunter, that looks pretty sick. But anyways, moving on over to the PlayStation Experience. If you're kind of curious as to why I may not respond to your comments sooner than later, that's because I'll be at the convention starting tomorrow. Since I have the early bird access, I'll be able to attend an event Friday afternoon, which of course there'll be a live stream for it that you guys will be able to watch on PlayStation's website or YouTube, wherever it is that's going to be streaming at. And of course, the main event, which of course kicks off Saturday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. As for me, I'm pretty much going all out this year as my first official convention. Yes, technically I did go to it last year, but my experience back then wasn't that great because, one, I was only able to go on Sunday at the time because back then I still worked basically from Tuesday to Saturday. But now that I have the weekends all to myself, I kind of get to do more than I was able to. And on top of that, there was a lot of confusion and it felt more cramped during the time. But based on the information that we've gotten for PlayStation Experience this year, they seem like to expand the space. And of course, it's going to be a lot more organized, which thankfully it is. So my initial plan, of course, Friday afternoon, take a quick shower, triple check my bag, because I have my bag basically ready to go, except for my camera gear right here, in which I will be taking, of course, taking some photos and some videos for you guys as well. And then let's see, afterwards, once I get to Anaheim, which is only about like a 30-minute drive, check into my hotel over there, make sure everything is good to go. And then, of course, walk on over to convention, because for my hotel's located and the convention, it's only about a 12-minute walk, which is great. I'm not going to say the name of the hotel until after the event is over for privacy reasons, and of course to see whether or not the hotel was actually worth the stay or was it a complete letdown, because right now the review scores for it is kind of like in the middle range, so hopefully everything goes well for that one. I'd see after that, pick up my badge, and then as far as my game plan goes, is that for Saturday, I'm hoping to wake up early enough, at least 3 to 3.5 hours early before the event starts, to go wait in line. The reason why is because I want to hit the PlayStation Store first, where they got the exclusive merchandise at, get the PlayStation Store done and out of the way, so that way I have the rest of the convention open for me to enjoy. Now, as far as autograph sessions go, according to the information, they're based on RSVPs, so you have to kind of use the app to reserve your spot. The most important signing session that I could do is for Uncharted, because I'm a big fan of Uncharted. They're celebrating their 10-year anniversary, so that's the one I'm hoping to do. and I went and I sold my copy of the Nathan Drake collection to buy another copy, because the newer copies now, obviously, they don't have that sticker over here that talks about the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta. I was originally going to switch out the cover art with like one of the used ones over at GameStop, but they didn't have any used ones, so I just bought a brand new one, so that way it's nice and pristine, so that when I go, I could open this up, take out the cover art, have them sign it. And if that's the case, that's going to make my main highlight out of the convention. There's also going to be other signings there for like God of War, The Last of Us 2, but again, apparently you're only limited to 2 sessions per day, so I have to kind of pick and choose. Uncharted is, of course, number 1 on the spot. As for the other one, I think I may do God of War, because God of War has been a lot longer compared to The Last of Us. Plus, I'm a big fan of both, so it's like, where do I go from there? Let's see, besides that, it's the PlayStation Store, autograph session. And besides that, like I said, I'm pretty much open to kind of, do whatever it is there. I'm going to check out some indie games. I know there's one for the Dragon's Crown Pro that will be coming out next year for the PlayStation 4, which I'm super excited about. It's actually a really good title. Recommend it because it's also on PlayStation 3 and Vita already. You can probably get this for dirt cheap. And I think that's about it. I do have a couple friends that will be coming over and staying with me, so that's going to be pretty neat. So hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun. And like I said, I'll be bringing you guys hopefully some footage and all that general stuff. But if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And also, too, let me know what you guys want me to share or basically see at the convention, or what type of information would you like to know. Until then, I'm SirJames, and I'll see you guys on Monday.